Hi, my name's Emma. I'm 15, and this is my story. I come from a very split family. My mom and dad got divorced when I was very little, and my dad originally wanted nothing to do with me. So I lived with my mom until I was 6 years old, and then my dad wanted to have custody over me again. So, coming from a split family, I dealt with my step families, and it never felt great to me. So I always felt extremely upset, mad, and I never really knew how to feel. So in second grade, I was pretty much the school bully where I'd put other people down to make me happy. But lo and behold, I ended up being my best friend. And it originally started with me just picking on her, and then next year we're best friends. When higher grades came around, I started getting very anxious and extremely sad, and I never was diagnosed with depression or anxiety, but I come from a family of doctors, and they all believed that I had depression and anxiety. So did my best friend, and helping her go through everything that she ended up going through helped me some of the way, but not all of the way. When high school came around, everything got worse from there. I found out who I truly am, my sexuality, my gender identification, and when it came out to other people, I got bullied instead of being the bully. And that just made it so I talk to almost no one. I go anywhere that doesn't have many people. Music became my escape when I started playing instruments in the band and orchestra, started singing in the choir. Originally, it just brought more anxiety to how I was feeling. And soon it became the only place where I wasn't anxious and I wasn't depressed. Then I met a group of people who are like me, who struggle with depression, anxiety, their sexuality, gender identification. And then we just started spending time together. Then one of them mentioned I Matter, where it was just, I had no idea what it was. I was like, I don't do crowds very well. I can't talk to people that well because it just makes me more and more anxious, which will soon put me into a panic attack or an anxiety attack, which is never fun for me. It just makes me struggle more than I already am. But I found a way to get through it and calm myself, where now I have a boyfriend. I have my best friend in the entire world who hasn't left my side since the second grade. And I've met so many amazing people who put a smile on my face every day, even when I'm going through the worst times I possibly could, with my family and with all my friends. I lost one of my great friends not long ago to depression and suicidal thoughts, and that made me more depressed and sad than ever before. But in the end, I know that I could have helped, but there wasn't much I could really do in the end to help him. But I've dealt with suicidal thoughts as well, so I know what it's like. I understand how he felt, and every day I miss him. But I know that he's in a better place now than he was then, and my story's still going on, so it's not at the point where it's almost ready to end. But that's my story so far.